What is going on, guys? Kfear is here again with another character review for the game Injustice 2. Today we're going to be looking at the second and ordinary representation of the DC Trinity, Batman. Now, since the 1930s, like Superman and Wonder Woman, Batman has had everybody, you know, I guess you could say, excited for his next adventure and everything like that. But here's the thing about Batman. He's one of the darker characters with a darker storyline in the DC universe.
You've returned from the void. The helm found a way. But it's forgotten we're allies. Begin.
And Batman is basically the representation that you don't need superpowers to be super. But in any case, for those of you who are not aware of his origin story, Batman is industrialist Bruce Wayne, who, for those of you who are unaware, was born to the Wayne family of Gotham City. His father was a doctor, so you can definitely tell where he got his millions from. Or should I say billions. Aside from that, Bruce was born into wealth and had people around him like all the time, including his faithful butler Alfred Pennyworth. Now, but by the time he was 8 or 10 years of age, he had witnessed the death of his parents at the hands of a lone gunman named Joe Chill. And at that age, you can imagine what that can do to a kid. Despite everything, though, he wished to rid the world of crime in his own way. As a result, as soon as he became of age, he had traveled the world and had mastered anything he could to become the ultimate one-man army of justice. And once he came back to Gotham, he had looked for the guys that he so needed.
Harley, you're losing control.
It's part of my charm.
It makes you dangerous. Begin.
As a result, he took on the guise of a bat that flew into his house one night and would eventually use that guise to strike fear and dread into the hearts of his enemies, becoming the Dark Knight of Gotham City, Batman. Now, even though he is not like Superman or Wonder Woman who possess amazing superhuman abilities, Batman is not one. Like I said before, Batman is the ultimate iteration of a being that doesn't need to have superpowers to be a superhero. Instead, he relies on a great deal of wealth, his skills in terms of as a detective, and his martial arts status as well. But the rule that Batman has never broken, at least I don't think he's ever has, is he would never kill a human being, not even if his life depended on it. It's one of the things that contradicts all that he is as Batman.
You're too reckless. Begin.
Another thing too is that he does not wield guns. Of course, obviously, it would be like I said, total contradictory of what he is. But despite everything, though, Bruce Wayne is one man who you do not want to face if you're a superhero, because he knows the weaknesses of virtually every known leaguer. He in fact took on the whole Justice League himself one time. He's even been able to dodge the Omega beams of Darkseid, which are virtually impossible to do, especially for a human. He's also very skilled in terms of now, in terms of martial arts, he knows every single one of them, like every single one: Taekwondo, Krav Maga, kickboxing, I think I said Taekwondo, karate, everything really. And he's used it in a way that no other human can. He's at peak efficiency in terms of physical strength and speed, stamina. But like any normal human being, he's just as mortal. So in order to keep himself protected, he wears very complex, powerful battle armor, which, as you can see now, it protects him from knives, gunfire, even heat. Because Batman is never unprepared for a situation. His cape is a hang glider, which also gives him the ability to glide and creating the illusion of flight as well. Pretty smart thing when you're dressing like a 6-foot bat. In terms of weaponry, Batman is equipped with a powerful utility belt, which is armed with enough countermeasures to make Fort Knox jealous. It is compact and small. It has a variety of different devices, including the commonly used batarangs, a magnetic grapnel gun, comm links within the cowl itself. He also wields kryptonite within his belt should Superman ever go awry.
Everyone has a weakness.
I believe in myself, and that's enough.
You're too reckless. Begin.
He's also a very good master of stealth. There's no denying that. Now, despite being a billionaire for as long as, you know, the comic books have been running, he has had some of a love life, but he has been married once, and that would be to Talia al Ghul, who he has a son with, Damian. If you guys remember from the game, Damian is Nightwing in the first game and Robin in the sequel. Others like Dick Grayson and Jason Todd are his wards, or his adopted sons too. He's had numerous amounts of different partners, numerous amounts of different enemies. In fact, a lot of people think of his enemies as like the best rogues gallery, and I can definitely see why, considering that he's a normal human being up against a whole bunch of bad guys with either fear-inducing toxins, electrical joy buzzers, or the chance that you may be dead with the flip of a coin. So I can definitely see where they're getting on with that. I mean, Superman's got some pretty good villains too, you know, but, you know, Batman I do see. And a lot of people like Batman better because he's a normal human being among gods. You know? Or people interpreted to be gods, if you're, you know. I mean, if he took on the whole Justice League and was able to dodge, you know, Darkseid's Omega beams, you can definitely see why he's that good. But like I said, he's like any normal human being, even out of the suit. There's only a few people that do know his identity, like Alfred Pennyworth, Superman. Mostly the whole Justice League does. Some of his allies, like Alfred Pennyworth, his butler, and his partners like Damian, but in the Regime universe, everybody now knows his identity as Batman because it was Superman that revealed it to the press after everything, and he froze all of Wayne's assets. But even after that, he's still going as Batman.
What happens I get that ring off you? Then let's avoid that, shall we? Begin.
So you can imagine that, you know, unlike the Arkhamverse series video games, where Bruce Wayne's or after Bruce Wayne becomes, you know, known to the public as Batman, you know, unlike that one, I do like this one better because at least he's continuing as Batman, which is really neat. You know, I mean, they're probably not going to be as scared, but, you know, it's Batman, okay? I mean, who wouldn't be? Aside from that, though, he is not without any transportation either. Batman usually drives the Batmobile, patrolling the city of Gotham. If he ever needs the extra speed, he's also got the Batcycle. I don't know if he still has the Batcopter anymore. It was like a thing from the 60s, but, you know. The Batwing, of course, which is his main aircraft of choice nowadays. VTOL capabilities.
I know what you did to Selina. You're going to wish you had. Begin.
And of course, though, well, it's kind of ironic now that I'm fighting against Bane as Batman. This is the same villain that actually broke his back. After he was so friggin' exhausted from getting all those released convicts out of, or back into Arkham Asylum. But of course, though, he wouldn't be able to do that to Superman.
Have I humbled you yet?
I never quit.
And yeah, he's right about that. Batman never quits. He's always got a contingency plan, too. One of the best things about him. That's what I do like about Batman, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everybody's dissing on Superman because, you know, oh, they think he's overpowered. But let me tell you something right now. There's one being that is overpowered, and that is Dr. Manhattan from the Watchmen series. Believe me, he's really overpowered. He's not like Superman. I mean, you gotta think, Superman's like a blessing compared to Dr. Manhattan. But anyway, aside from that, alright, so Aquaman's going to be my last fight for Batman. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, enjoy the fight.
Atlantis can't be my enemy. Next time, try diplomacy. I did, that's why we're here. Begin.